Peggy. Now you owe me one.
Welcome back to the channel. It's NC Bowhunk 42, and today I'm reviewing the Marvel Legends Hydra Stomper from the Disney Plus What If series. The Hydra Stomper is considered a deluxe figure. It's got obviously it's got the big clamshell packaging on the outside. You can see the accessories, which seems to be 2 blast effects and 2 additional hands. On the side of the box, you have some Art Deco from how he appeared in the Disney Plus series. On the back, you have a small write-up for Steve Rogers and the Hydra Stomper. On the top, you have the What If emblem with the Watcher. And we'll open this figure up and we'll take a look at them. Here's the Hydra Stomper out of the package, and I actually misspoke. I called these blast effects, and these are not blast effects. These are actually thrust effects for the jetpack. So these poured in right here in the back. And we'll take a look at all the accessories. So here are the thrusting effects. Clear translucent plastic with some yellow paint. We've seen these before. These just seem to be in a larger scale. The peg seems to be a little too large to actually port into the gun on his arm, and I'll show you that later. Here is one of the I guess it'd be a thruster, right, on a jetpack. They've done some really, I like how they got some dry brushing there, kind of like you can see that it's been burnt from all of the jet propulsion. This is the backpack. So it ports in on that peg on the back of him. And then each one of these will clip on to the back. We also have some hands, painted olive drab. There's no real, there's not a whole lot of paint detail on them. I mean, it looks like the whole thing was kind of cast in this color, this army olive drab green, which I'm okay with because I think it looks awesome. I like that it doesn't have a super glossy finish. I think they got that right with it kind of looking like, like it's some sort of plate steel that they've painted over. So I think that's a cool touch. This is one of the coolest figures I think that they have come out with. I was not planning on buying any of the What If line, but I did love this this portrayal in the series. The series, if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it because it's something fun and different that you probably have. It seems like it's kind of outside of what we're used to in the MCU, but it was enjoyable. There were some episodes that weren't as enjoyable as others, but I definitely like the Captain Carter story arc, and this figure fits into that. So I highly recommend, if you haven't seen it, go see it. But the figure is pretty awesome. Again, I wasn't planning on getting any of these, but this was one that when I saw they were coming out with it, I was like, I might get it. If anything, even though it's based off of the cartoon, it does look like it would fit in with something from the first Avenger movie, being that World War II period. The whole figure is, it's heavy, man. It's cast in a very heavy plastic, very reminiscent to the Ironmonger figure we got. And I do like that they, the paint apps on it are pretty minimal. And the only thing I can find that is incorrect is right there. That star on his hip, it's on it's on the box. So you would think like that would be on here. But I do like the detail in here, like that you can see they got the rivets, and the pieces look like this hatch would actually open up where he would climb in. The articulation is very good. They got the soft pieces here so that the joints can move freely. And I love this new way that they do that, so you can get full arm rotation on him. The head looks like it's on a dumbbell joint. Yep, dumbbell joint, so you get really good articulation here. He's got pretty decent leg articulation. With the amount of detail that they put in with like the ladder handles, obviously it's going to hit. So you don't get a whole lot of articulation with this, but I can't imagine you're ever gonna try to sit him down. Here's the quick run through on the articulation. So the arm, you got the ball jointed shoulders. They can go up, they can go 360. As you can see, when you have the jetpack on, you are going to hinder that. He's got the dumbbell joint head, so he can get very, very good range of motion. Up, not so good, so the flight pose may be a little difficult, but he does look down and to the side very well. The torso can go 360 degrees. This rubber piece kind of covers that ugly joint there. You don't get a whole lot as far as the ab crunch. His leg can go up that far. It's hindered by the ladder. I actually misspoke. This is not a double joint. It looks like it, and we've seen this with other Iron Man figures where it'll be jointed here and here, but you lose that actually because of this sculpting piece there, which I'm okay with because I don't really expect to have a whole lot of articulation in the legs with a bulky figure like that, but it seems to be single in the knees. You do have some pivot there, and yep, you got some ankle pivot in there, so they make up for it with that. The arms have those bicep cuts as well. And when you bend the arms, there's just going to be a lot of restriction because he's such a bulky figure. Another thing, the machine gun, again, the blast effect does not port in there. It's too big. It does, however, port into the bottom of the jetpack. And then the jetpack fits right there on his back. Some measurements and a comparison. The Hydra Stomper, to the top of the antenna, he looks like he's coming in right at 10 inches tall. So very tall figure. Here is the Hydra Stomper next to the Marvel Legends Ironmonger. This came with the 2-pack. As you can see, he's significantly taller, surprisingly. And here is Hydra Stomper with the Marvel Legends What If series Captain Carter, as she was seen in the same show. And then I also put in a Hydra soldier, just so you can see how it scales. My final thoughts, I think this is a great figure. I highly recommend it to anyone. Even if you don't collect the What If figures like me, I think this is an awesome figure in itself. It does carry a hefty price tag, but everything is going up. This is around $50 retail. I was able to get one for maybe around 38 bucks, taking advantage of the Christmas coupons that Target put out. But it's a great figure. I think that it's a true representation, as you can see, as we saw it in the show. And I really want to give kudos to Hasbro for not taking the easy way out. The barrel of the gun, which I didn't mention this earlier, but it came to my attention. The barrel of the gun actually looks pretty true to the World War II time period. You know, that would be like a Browning 30 caliber machine gun. And oftentimes Hasbro has a really nasty knack of giving us some sort of ray gun that you've never seen in a movie, and it doesn't exist, and it doesn't fit the character, and it looks goofy as hell, and we all, I think, can agree that we hate those things. So I really appreciate them doing that and not putting some sort of cannon that we've never seen before, you know, on the figure. But I highly recommend it. If you can get one of these, I would definitely scoop it up. All right, guys, that's the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative and it helps you make a better decision when adding to your collection. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. And as always, I invite you to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and we'll see you next time. Keep collecting.